Hello. I'm keeping all that in where I'm looking for my pencil and such. I just recently became an adult. Well, not too recently, about 6 months ago, became an adult. And that wasn't too bad. When I graduated, this sucks. This sucks. I don't like this at all. I'm really not liking this whole adult thing. Never felt more poor in my life. You know, I've got money, but at the same time I don't, you know? Like I don't have spending money. But I've got enough to buy myself maybe dinner every other night. It's bad that I know exactly how much a DiGiorno pepperoni stuffed crust pizza is. And I don't know. Can't tell me if it's bad or not. I just never felt more poor. And that's the fridge. I don't know if that's a combination of, I think it's a combination of me being graduated and an official adult, and also my mother being in the hospital, not being able to pay for everything. Because she made sure we had everything. And we don't have anything. It's been rough. You know, not too bad. I'm trying to think. Brother threw a party the other day. It's like a week ago, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, it's a week ago. They're pretty good. I wasn't here most of it, but when I was here, really weird, because my brother doesn't drink or smoke. My dad hates drinking. My brother hates drinking and smoking too. Everybody's got here, other than maybe 2 people drinking and smoking. My dad doesn't care. My brother doesn't care. I expected it from my brother. Not expected from my old people. This is like one of the spoons you get at the eye doctor's. Like, can you read backward from this? I got a mug up behind you. Yeah, I'm gonna take my glass. I got a mug up behind you, and I'm gonna read it. I already know what it says, but I gotta do it backwards. Okay, well I do know. Okay, no, nope. Okay, NOTHGIHEL 4821. That shows you how bad this eye is compared to this one. And I'm gonna read that bag down there. It's a charcoal bag for grilling. I'm gonna read that. I can't read that. I'm gonna read my hat. It's just Coors Banquet. I don't know. Well, I hate these people I live with. Right, I think we're good now. I hate these people. Can a fella not have any alone time? This is empty. Can a fella not have any alone time? I forgot what I was saying. I never realized that I'm just one giant ginger beast. It took me about 17 years to notice I had red hair. Ginger beard. That was really obvious. Got a new tattoo. It's Lord of the Rings. And then my leg hair is just golden brown, reddish. It's weird. Never noticed it till now. My friends say that I got red butt hair. I don't know if they're messing with me or not, because I don't really, I can't see it. But I don't put too much thought into that. You ever wonder why the grass and like trees and stuff why are they green? Why are they green? Why is grass green? Why is it not something else? Now that I say that, I know one of the little things, the chromatophore or whatever it is on the sub, is a green color. But why has it got to be green? You know? Why can't it be like black? Imagine grass but black. That'd be cool. I mean, you wouldn't be able to see what you're stepping in, but pretty cool. Red grass. That'd be interesting. Apparently, colorblind people say yellow is better the way they're seeing it. And I think that's red-green colorblind. Or whatever. Which I don't know. I don't know. Let me take a sip of my water. Good. Nice and cold. This one made me mad. You hear that Congress just did that little thing. I don't remember the article name. I think it was maybe it was 219. Maybe. But the House was just like, yeah, I think we should merge our military with the genocidal Jew junkies over in the Middle East. Yeah. That's probably a good idea. Let me think. What's the best course of action to do in this scenario? We gotta merge with them. You know, the most moral country in the world. Yeah. They never did anything wrong. We're not used as a proxy. We're not a proxy country to that funny country in the Middle East where everybody goes, oy vey, oy vey. They're trying to take all our money. Good thing that they donate at least $300 billion yearly. I mean, it's got to be more that we don't know, you know. They committed high treason, I tell you. That is actual treason, which is disgusting that we live here. And what are us people gonna do about it? The people who vote, people who pay for things. What are we gonna do about it? Tell you what. Most people are gonna do not a damn thing. It disgusts me. I don't know what he said, but it's real bad. It's no bueno. You know? I know I'd want to do something. I would. But no one else does. Same with all that, here, let me give him a different name. Palm Beach Pete. All that Palm Beach Pete stuff? Why did only one guy get in trouble for it? Not even the jizz lady. Nothing happened to her. I'm gonna kill my dog. I'm gonna kill my dog. It's not, she don't weigh bad. Zoe! Shut up! Shut up! You guys like my hat? I like my hat. It's my dad's. Shut up! I'm gonna kill him. He barks just to bark. There was a person. But they're gone. Long gone. Okay. But, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Palm Beach Pete. How is he the only dude who got in trouble for that? Not the, thousands of people he had at his little, private domicile of, big, what's the opposite of a saint? Big, terrible guy, Jimmy Island, you know? It was just him. He was a scapegoat for what I believe he was one of them, Mossad, and then the three-letter organization in the U.S. that starts with a C. He's one of them. That's what J.D. Vance said. You gotta take J.D. Vance's word. Traitor to his people. I don't know. You gotta love our American politicians. It's disgusting. We're fighting a proxy war for, let me find a different word for it. For Isaac, because, the place that rhymes with Shmizmiel is a biblical guy. He's a guy in the Bible. So we're going to call this one Isaac because it's also is a biblical dude that is, its name starts with an I. I'm staring at a GMC Denali dually with a utility bed this entire time I'm talking. So when I'm staring out into the distance, if I'm not looking at the camera. But what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. Over in Isaac, we're fighting a proxy war for Isaac in Iran. They're very close. They're very close to having a nuclear weapon. They've been very close for 40 years. What I think, my own 2 cents. The closest they've been to having a nuclear weapon is a dynamite is a barrel filled with dynamite. That's what my own personal belief is. I have a feeling I had a weird dream recently, but I can't recall. I've had some weird dreams. I tell you what. They've been weird. I'll give you one example. This is the weirdest one I've had, is I got kidnapped by someone who, I'm not going to tell you right now because it's going to ruin it. But I'm kidnapped, and then I'm on my knees, and I have my arms tied behind my back, like so. And they take the blindfold off me, and I'm in the big old candy forest area in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Specifically the Gene Wilder one. The one from the 70s, I think. 70s or 80s. That's a good movie. I hate the 2015 one. I like Johnny Depp, but everything else sucked. Specifically the Gene Wilder one. And me and some other guy are there. I only remember me being there. And then out the corner from this building, he's this big old building here. This is great. Let me use this as him. Kevin Hart comes out from around the corner in a white suit, yelling about how much he loves lean. Like walk the scissor, bud. He's just saying how much he loves lean, and I'm like, what is going on? It's real weird. And then after that, I love lean, I love lean, and then that was it. And I can't really remember anything else after that, but it certainly was weird. One time I had this giant purple teardrop chasing me, and he had like a Incredibles eye mask over his eyes, and he kept on chasing me. This guy was like insanely powerful, and he'd float around like he didn't have arms or legs. He'd just float, and he was trying to get the Infinity Stones, but I don't know why he was coming after me for the Infinity Stones, because I was just in school, I was just walking up my steps in middle school. It was actually terrifying. Oh man, I got some weird dreams. I don't even know if I could count those as, like, they're good dreams and nightmares. I can't even count those as, good dreams and bad dreams. But I think there's like 3 categories. Good dream, bad dream, and then nightmare. I think these are just odd dreams. And I think odd dreams, I don't know if it could count. It could fall into both categories of good and bad. But mine more lead into the bad, I guess. Not I guess. The one I had, very vividly remember. It was around where I live, but it was like way different because it's a damn dream. And I couldn't keep my eyes open, but I knew where I was. I was just so tired that my eyes kept closing. It was like my eyes weighed hundreds of pounds. And I'm walking. I open my eyes once. I see around. I'm like, okay, we're almost there. Closing. Walking still. I know I'm walking. I can hear people talking with me. Open them again. So tired. Okay, we're almost there. And the third time, I'm down near the highway near my house. I open my eyes. I'm by myself. I see a mother bear, and I see two cubs actually first. They're about 30 feet away from me. And then I see 50 feet away from me, a mother bear come out of the woods, and she's locked eyes with me. And now, I'm running as fast as I can down the sidewalk next to this highway because this mother bear is chasing me. And the bears run like 35 miles an hour. I'm going to die. I know it. Well, I don't know. I'm terrified. And then I see this lady in a open top convertible, and I jump in. I'm like, oh, thank God. And I close my eyes again. I open them. She's like, what's going on? And then before I could say anything, the bear jumps onto the car. Unliving beings her. Very, not bloody at all. And then it attacks me, and then it doesn't attack me, and then unliving person unbreathings me, and everything goes black, and I don't wake up. Very weird dreams. I've been thinking, I've known people that smoked a lot, smoked for years. They never had cancer. What's with that? I've known other people that smoked a lot and did get cancer. My pappy, he didn't die of cancer. He died of a I bet that guy's driving either a Civic or an Altima. He died of a aneurysm. It was freshman year. I remember the exact day. Well, I don't remember because it was really early in the morning. But I remember the day when my papa came home and told me about it. Terrifying. First and only time I've ever seen my dad cry. It's something else, seeing the strongest people in your life buckle because of something so just emotional and heartbreaking. I don't think of that much, but I do think of the ones in my life who have passed quite often, specifically my pappy. I think about him just about every single day, and I think, what would he do? And why wouldn't I be more like this guy who who didn't take any nonsense from anyone? He was awesome. But what I was saying is he smoked Marlboro Reds. That guy never got cancer. Nothing. I'm trying to think who else smokes cigarettes that I know that's old. Again, my friend Jacob's grandma, Maha Blast. She smokes them hard ones. She makes them at home, but they're like Marlboros. She never got cancer. Now, the other half, I do know gets cancer, but they don't smoke the normal ones. They're smoking. This was my mom's old friend, Kathy. She went, bad woman, weird woman. The type that would end a friendship over a political disagreement, which I think is completely foolish and really shows the type of character. It shows your character and how you would let something so unimportant dictate a relationship between somebody that you've known for over 20 years. But she's got emphysema. She smoked menthol candles. I'm telling you, the people who get cancer from smoking they're smoking menthols. They're not smoking just normals. They're smoking menthols, and that's what does you in. I'm telling you, represent with the menthols. I almost got ran over one time when I think I was 11 because my neighbor threw my cousin James threw my brother's slide into the road, and I went to grab it and I almost got hit by a car. That was pretty cool. That was great. Yeah. My parents always emphasized the importance of looking both ways when you cross the street, both my mother and my father. I meant to say, emphasize it on me and my brother. And we'd look 3 times crossing the street, and we go, left? Is that left? Yeah. Nope. No, that's not left. Left, right, left. I don't know my lefts and rights. But we'd look crossing the street, and then we'd start hanging out with our neighbors. Our neighbors moved in when I was 6, my brother was 8. They were, the one was 6, the other 2, they were twins. They were both 4, but I met them when they were 3, and I was 5. But they were what, 5 and 7. They weren't looking both ways crossing the street when we would go out and play. What you mean you're not looking both ways? And the parents never emphasized that. They weren't a big house of safety. They had loose, broken morals, you could say. I know my parents were great. I think I should have gotten hit more as a kid, because when I think about it more, that little fat idiot in 7th grade, 6th and 7th grade, little fat idiot in 6th and 7th grade shouldn't have just been allowing my brother to tell me to do it. Okay, that just sounds like grapey. Shouldn't have allowed him to take all them stupid, making me look stupid on film. Look at this tattoo I got. I've got 2 now. That one and this one. I'm thinking about getting ones on my fingers, and then I'm going to get a spider. I don't know about the ones on the fingers yet. I'm getting a spider tattoo here. Trees. I'm trying to think what else I can. There's going to be 2 of them. One's going to be a light, one's going to be dark. This arm, I'm getting a spider wrapped around it. On my foot, I'm getting a scorpion. This is Lord of the Rings tattoo. This is going to be a Lord of the Rings arm. Really like this hat. Let me think. What else do we have to talk about? I think all that microplastic business isn't real. I think it's like if they're not safe, if it's like not safe to ingest or anything, then why would they like advertise you to use it, you know? Like, you tell me I'm getting microplastics from drinking this? This is completely safe. Look, I'm reading the label. Okay, it says choking hazard. But, I'm reading the label. Doesn't say nothing on here. Ain't got no microplastics in here. That stuff is it's a liberal hoax. It's a damn liberal hoax. Or whatever. I don't think it's real. You're telling me I got a water bottle. I got little tiny mini water bottles collecting the bottom of my testicles. No. Haven't spit in a while. I've always wanted to go out and I gotta save that topic for a later video because this one isn't as fast paced. This one's gonna be a longer one. You ever think about just what you want to do in life? Because I know some of my best friends, my friend Josiah, he's always wanted to be a vet. My friend Carter wants to be a teacher. My old friend Eric, he's real weird. He loves this really one disgusting person. He's always wanted to be a mechanic. My neighbor Bubba's always wanted to be a carpenter or contractor or something like that. I never had an idea of what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a farmer because I saw somebody else do that. I wanted to be president because I thought I could make this world a good place, but I don't know if I could. Also, I would be I'm a big isolationist and I'm not a fan of the two-party system. This current two-party system specifically, but usually the two-party system I don't think is a great thing. I think there should be 3. And I don't care that it never works. I think it's better that it wouldn't work as well. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna hurt this. This dog is going down. When he dies, I want to turn him into a bath mat. Shut up! What are you barking at? Toby! I hate him. I hate him so much. Oh, it's still my present. And then after that, I wanted to be like I wanted to be a mechanic because my friend wanted to be that. I was like, I like fixing stuff. I do love fixing things. That's the only thing I really have. But I like fixing stuff, and I was like, I want to be a historian because I like history, which I do like history. But I realized that very likely none of it's real. There's none of it. Because only the winners write history. Yeah, right. We never got to read about the, let me think. Shut up! I'm gonna do never got to hear much about the Confederate side. Never got to read much about the Confederate side. I'm not saying that these are good sides. Never got to read much about the National Socialist side. Those aren't great examples. Forget I said that. Those aren't good examples. But like, the Vikings, they weren't huge. They weren't like giants who were crazy strong. They were just normal height dudes when they're invading the Anglo-Saxons, when they're invading what is now England, the UK. They just wrote them like that because you wouldn't want to tell everyone that you're getting beaten by people who look exactly like you. You want it to make it look like you had no fighting chance, because you're like, oh man, I understand that. You know, you never get to hear about the sides of everybody the Mongolians conquered. You don't get to hear anything about people the Romans and the Greeks conquered, or whatever. I think I'd be a great leader because I'm not gonna go into it. People would find me and hurt me. What to do, Toby, quit looking at the road. I'm gonna ball my fist up, and you're gonna feel it. Why do they have the drinking age as 21? How come you can go? Everybody says, why can I go and die in war, but I can't drink a beer? I can't have a cold one. I can't drink a cold one, but I can go die in war. I can get a nice sized entrance in my body, and then was that a cardinal? I think I saw a cardinal. Cardinal's a good sign, my mommy always said. It means you're seen a. Well, no, that would always be a dude. That'd be really weird. No, cardinal's a good sign though. It's not even winter. I saw a cardinal. Pretty good. You get those like big deep pimples that you just can't seem to pop, but you're like, man, I really have to, because it's like you would know that it's gonna be a great pop, but it's like real deep in your body, and it just hurts. I got one of those on my face right now. You can't see it. You know. Oh, I've been thinking about becoming a beatboxer recently. I've just been beatboxing up a storm. I think my brother's girlfriend's inbred. I mean, she doesn't know what that means. Surprising. I don't understand. But, you know. What else can I think about? What else can I... All my topics are written down on my phone, and I can't look at them because I am recording right now. But, I don't know, I've just been sitting on my garage, been reading. Let's see what books I have here. I have this one. These are two my grandma gave me. My memo. She gave me Saints Behaving Badly, and No Turning Back: A Witness to Mercy, made by a saint. Nope, made by a priest, who's now a bishop, who got kicked out of Japan. And then I have the Silmarillion by J.R.R. Tolkien, my favorite author. This guy's great. I could go into that about the whole Lord of the Rings thing, but that's going to be a later video. And I've been writing in two of my journals. This one is a personal one, and then this one. One day everyone will be reading this. One day you will all be familiar with it. I got my ideas. I got my drawing one, and then my this one. Big important things go on. Except in the back. In the back I have vocab, but that's usually my stories, my book. Alright, yeah, my book. I've got great ideas for writing books. I'm gonna... that dog isn't... Toby! Shut up! Please! I'm gonna get a pulmonary embolism. I've been watching, this... Kevin Smith movies are pretty good. I just watched Mallrats with Jason Lee. It was great. And now I'm watching Clerks. I'm almost done with Clerks. It's good. I really like Jay and Silent Bob. I love them. Remind me and one of my friends. Yeah, I've never had a real idea of what I want to do in life, and I still don't. And I'm 18, adult. I feel like I'm just gonna go work in a factory and then get eaten by one of the machines, and I'll be forgotten in a year. That's one thing I want, though. I don't want to be forgotten. I want to make an impact so large that everyone will know who I am. You know? Nothing. I guess. I think the idea of dating apps is it's good intentionally, but in execution, I think if you use them and are like always checking them, not using them, but like if you're always checking them and they take up a lot of your day and take up a lot of your mind, I think you are a goy slave to Isaac, that country in the Middle East. You know, same with if you listen to modern country music, other than like Tyler Childers, Zach Top. I don't know, dude. Speaking of modern country, you gotta listen to Jesse Wells. War isn't money, good men don't die. War isn't murder, ask Netanyahu. It's a really good song. He's got a bomb for that and a bomb for you. War isn't murder. Whatever. The rest. I like Bugs. Misery. No, I don't do it just so they'll die. If you're gonna get a bug, don't do it just because. I like bugs, and I'll tell you why. They're alive, and so am I. They're bugs. like Jesse Rose. I've been listening to him some more recently. I don't know what category he would be. I know it's some type of country. I don't know if it's folk, or whatever. Mr. Hamlin used to say folks a lot. This guy he'd say, "Yeah, I'm Irish. You can tell by my last name. You're not Irish, dude. You don't speak like an Irish. You don't got the accent. You're not a real Irish." Is what my mama says. She's Irish, but doesn't speak it. Not speak it. I don't mean speaking Gaelic. I mean the an accent. Her mother had an accent. That was pretty cool. But like her grandmother had a real accent, is what I hear. My mom's side of the family came over and my mama, her family came over in like 1910s, I think. Late 1800s maybe. I think it's my mama's grandma. That's who came over. She was from Ireland. And then, I don't know about her dad's side. They have a mountain named after them. Look up Sorber Mountain. It's my family mountain. And that's not my last name, though. I would never tell you my last name on here. But that is my family mountain. On my mom's dad's. On my Grampy Smith, my grandpa's side. Smith's also not my last name. It is just a very general last name. Let's see. And then my dad's side, I don't know about my meme. I know that my Pappy Heinzelman, he guarded Tokyo Rose, the original Tokyo Rose, during her sentencing, and then also guarded Hideki Tojo, Prime Minister Hideki Tojo, during his sentencing. And then my pappy on the other side, I don't know, he was pretty cool though. But on his side, one of my uncles, one of my great uncles or whatever, he was in football. He was on the Bears. Had the same name as me. And my pappy. You know, get a real popular name. I think it's because everyone who has the same name as me is just so great and awesome. I think it's something like that, but like not as great and awesome as me and my family. You know, and Pepe's got the same name. My uncle has got the same name, and then my cousin's dad has the same name. I'm not related to him, but he's something. I tell you, we're running longer today. I feel like you put me on, we're playing a video game. This is good. Got some more video ideas coming up, but I don't know. Not as good as the other two, I don't suppose. I don't even remember what I was doing with the first one. I think I was outside or something. I don't know. When my book comes out, y'all best be buying it. I never realized that antidepressants could stop you from painting the ceilings with your paintbrush. You put it like that. I didn't know. And then this girl I was talking to in freshman year was like, "Yeah, that'll do that to you." And this other beautiful woman was like, "Yeah, it'll do that to you." And I stopped taking them, and then I went manic. I was only taking one at a time. It's weird. I went manic though. Haven't missed a day since then. I can't sing and play this at the same time. Mainly because I can't remember the lyrics, but, you know, I don't know. Yeah, this is strawberry milk. I named it that when I got it, and now I feel like a fool. But, you know. I never felt true love. You know, never got to experience high school romance, but dude, I was gonna say something really, really messed up. It's not really that big of a problem. I had a girlfriend when I was 11. Another one when I was 17. I only talked to her for about 2 months. She was a little bit crazy. And she told me that her dad would do pew-pew things to my brain if he ever saw me in person. So I was like, I think I'm not gonna do that, you know? So it's like, I'm gonna make this your idea to break up with me. Watch this now. I already know. I wonder if anybody stayed this far. I think out of anybody, it'd be my snug snealer friend. I know a lot of people play their videos. Play their videos on their family TVs in front of their entire family, and I think it's really funny. Because my other video, my first video is on my roof of my garage, where now I'm inside it. But my second video, I'm just talking about how I almost got eliminated by a zonkey. My Memmy has not gotten me a birthday present since I was 11. I don't really care about that. She's nice. I love her and my mama both equally. Now my papa, my pappy. My pappy takes a cake. Even before he died. My papa I'm not related to. But I've never had a conversation with him, you know? It's really weird. He's a good guy, I guess. I don't know much about him. When I was growing up, I was a fat kid, and everybody really liked letting me know I was fat. And I was like, oh, thanks, man. I'm a little fat kid, and I can't really do anything about it. I mean, what do you want me? Do you just want me to stop eating? And yeah, I was a picky eater, but it's because whenever anybody made food, they didn't make it fun, you know? Except my neighbor. She made it, enjoyable. If I tried something, I could at least eat something afterward that wasn't so, nauseous. My dad was not like that at all. I wish I wasn't such a bastard kid, you know? You don't know. I could guess that maybe you have I can't guess, actually. All I know is that you could have a parasocial attachment to me. That's what I mean. That's what I meant to say. I gotta tune that E string. need to practice playing bass more often. It's really fun. I just don't have any drive to do anything. And I don't know when I started like that, but I feel like I've always felt like that. I've always been so indifferent. So indifferent aside from like my little hyperfixations I have. Like the one I have forever has been Lord of the Rings. Not forever, but it will never change, is Lord of the Rings. I will never stop loving it. I mean, I have a tattoo of it, for God's sake. But another one I had was, I really want to write a book. I'm not as big into it now as I was, but I really want to write a book. I have 17 pages done of it, but I want it to be like 400 pages. It's going to be really hard to do. I want to make a movie, like a short film, like 30 minutes long, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Because I can't edit for anything. I'm like an old man, learning how to use my technology. I don't really care about it, though. But that book will come out one day. Will one day. You all see. And all you who doubted me will see. I'm still in contact with some of my teachers since I graduated, and I think it's awesome. It's like 3 of my favorite teachers, too. So, my one art teacher was my second cousin. A little bit weird. Pretty cool, though. She was nice. It's really nice. You ever stop and think, how would the world be if they just didn't have lights? How much better would the world be if there wasn't any lights? But also, how much worse would it be? I feel like we'd adapt fairly quick. By we, I mean some people. Like, I feel like I wouldn't be too bad. I got fairly good reflective eyes in the dark because I got lighter eyes, but yeah. That sounded really bad. How about this one? Yeah, I think that's it. I didn't have a really structural topic here in this video, but I don't really care.